legally, like constitutionally, or legally, I can't remember the case. I think it was something in Texas where
Johnson versus Texas versus Johnson.
Yeah, so exactly.
Yeah.
So when they tried to say that it was you couldn't desecrate the flag, and then they overturned it.
Yes.
So that still stands.
Yeah. Right.
What it is it's not just like a flag. It's like materials. Like you can't even like burn. You're not supposed to like burn your clothes outside or anything like that. Like so, it doesn't. It's not allowed per our open burning policy.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then like when we do any of the stuff downtown, when you like see the festivals or whatever,
right,
they're like little propane things that don't emit embers and stuff like that. So anyway, it would fall under a violation of the open burning regulations, but constitutionally, you can't be held criminal for burning the flag.
right.
First Amendment rights, right?
Right.
It's just city ordinance doesn't allow open burning
Right.
like that.
And
So
so
it's fine.
curious.
One thing can happen here, the other thing can happen over here. So
Yeah. I hadn't.
So I could get a ticket from you, from the fire department.
if
I burn a flag in front of the city hall.
if you are willingly violating the fire code, you can be cited.
Let me
for
ask you a
violating the
question.
Fire code.
David
Pettinger.
Pettinger burnt an LGBT flag, and I have the video where he did it.
You did it. And
Do y'all know if you remember that?
I did.
When they having the
And
fight over the
none of us
LGBT.
none of us were there.
What
right?
happened to him? Because he burned it.
I have no idea. And like, I have no idea who burns illegally until it gets called in, and we go out there, or law
And then the
enforcement goes
police.
out there, and we discover that it happened. Then we can cite you.
Okay, and what is cite? How much was
A
something like that?
citation?
Is it in the thousands or?
No. They are violations for willfully violating fire code are a fine of up to $1,000
Ooh.
or a misdemeanor charge with potential of 6 months, I believe, jail. It's potential of those, right? But
No
So
more.
where?
it can't be. It can't exceed that.
Well,
right?
legally, where would you recommend? Where can somebody go and burn a flag and just videotape it?
So when I know that the Boy Scouts, when you retire flags, they're burnt.
Oh,
And so it's, if you had like a plan, like you're like, hey, I want to have this fire. We want to do it here. It's gonna be like this. We're gonna have shovel, dirt, hose, right? We're not burning garbage, right? It's like, we can't encourage people to burn garbage or anything like that, or any of the materials that we aren't allowed for open burning. And reason why is, obviously very hazy today, right? We don't want to.
Yeah.
So our AQI wouldn't allow us, air quality would not even allow us to burn anything. I shouldn't go home and barbecue.
right.
So I won't go
Right.
home and barbecue today.
That makes sense.
So yeah, it's confusing when constitutional right crosses over with local ordinance, because local ordinance is law. But like I said, just like the police, unless the police know of a crime, nobody's gonna get. So the fact that we didn't catch somebody, nobody probably turned them in. So there was no way to cite anybody for doing anything. I don't necessarily monitor. It's not part of my job to monitor the news, so I didn't even know about it. So now they brought it up. I don't
See,
think
so
the
that
city's
makes you
gonna
think it's
press
legal.
things.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so like you can. It's very touchy. There's a lot of times where smaller offenses or infractions aren't cited because you're just like,
Didn't
can
know
you
about
please pick up, clean
Right.
up, that move. But
Well-
I can't tell somebody, yeah, go ahead and burn a flag openly in public outside here, because
Right.
I'm not even allowed to burn a stick there, let alone a towel, my shirt.
So nobody can help me where I can go burn this flag. In my own little protest. See, Trump put me in prison.
What's that?
Trump put me in prison,
Oh darn.
January 6th. They call me ex-mega granny.
Oh.
I didn't take the pardon. So this is my way. It's a flag, actually, a picture of him on it.
Oh,
So
jeez.
I just want to go burn it.
Okay.
Symbolically, you know.
Yeah. So I would just say I can't advise you to
No,
do so.
I get that.
But that's that's the only answer I could give you, and I could give you. These are the open burning regulations
Right.
for the city of Boise and the 2 fire districts that we oversee, that we have contracts with. And then, as far as that goes, if you're in Boise, you have to go by that. If you're outside of Boise, you either have to go by the state fire code or
Right.
the local ordinance there. But I can't advocate one way or the other.
No, I get that.
Right?
I
So-
just want to learn, if I want to do it legally and safe. So
I would have to.
the Boy Scouts would be the best, is what you're
So
saying.
that's how flags are retired, right? When a flag is tattered and everything,
Right.
they're ceremoniously incinerated.
Right, well, this one wouldn't be.
Right. And this was different type of ceremony,
Yeah,
right?
it's a ceremony, yeah.
Right. So it literally, this would come down to you probably wanting to talk to a lawyer to see
Oh, I don't wanna
what
go
is
that far.
possible. I
Yeah.
mean, my advice to to play it safe, I would say, you'd want to make sure, can I actually do it here, and why? Do I have a case to be able to do so? Because I wouldn't want you to get in trouble.
No,
I would not want to have to. I don't want to have to cite people. I mean, so I can't advise doing open
is it
burning
legal in the
public.
backyard or your own personal backyard? Is that legal? I'm in
This
apartments.
so
but
this actually applies to
city.
backyards as well.
Oh, it does.
But what it talks about, if you look in here, it talks about a recreational fire. Activities that do not require a permit would be recreational fires for portable outdoor fireplaces not within a restricted area, which are the foothills normally,
Okay.
right? It basically, if you just think anything north of Hill Road is a restricted fire area, right?
Yeah.
So then it says only use firewood, fuel area, separation. It gives you everything that you need to do for a recreational fire. Unfortunately, it doesn't say specifically flags in there.
Well, how do people go burn the American flag then?
They actually they probably get a permit to do. Oh, you're talking about people in protest?
Yeah, well, like yesterday, you saw that one in Washington,
I
for
did
the
not,
White
sorry,
House?
I did not.
Well, they arrested him.
They
He was a
prob-
veteran.
They
Burning an
probably
object. It was for burning an object.
they
It
probably
wasn't
did.
about-
They probably it probably violated the open burning
Oh, at the park.
ordinance in that jurisdiction.
Yeah, because
So-
they turned him over to the parks.
Yes. So obviously he violated, where he was
Oh.
violated a rule for that, whoever had jurisdictional
Okay.
authority over it. So here, obviously in the city of Boise, Boise Police and Boise Fire have the jurisdictional authority to apply, like I have the jurisdictional authority to apply the fire code. So all I can do is I can give you our rules
Yeah,
and advise you to the point of you still are free to do as you wish. It's just not necessarily always free of consequence, correct? So, but I could, like I said, potential consequences are a citation with a fine and/or.
but it is a way to keep you from being able to do it, unless you want to go to jail for 6 months.
I can tell you that
Well,
it
you-
is not the intention of the fire code to stifle anybody's constitutional rights. This is literally because open burning in general is dangerous, right? Can be dangerous.
Right.
If you said just be careful, well, I can tell a lot
Yeah.
of people to just be careful.
And you can't
Careful is
guarantee
different
that.
depending on where you came from.
Right.
Careful is very different, right? So
Yeah, I
you
understand
just
that.
can't
Because you
allow.
really don't want nobody harmed at all.
No, and
No.
or property. I mean,
Or the
if it gets
property.
sometimes things get away from you, right?
Yeah,
so like
you
we
don't
try
know
to
the
tell
wind
people,
or,
only burn on days like this. Use your judgment. Don't burn on windy days.
oh, but
We
we
do all that kind of
can,
stuff.
yeah, people can burn on certain days.
They can burn.
Well,
Yes.
what's the difference with the flag? I'm confused now.
Well, if you look in there, what it speaks to is you can burn firewood,
Oh, you got a
or
list.
you can burn
Oh.
yard waste
Oh, I
that
see.
is like as skinny as your pinky. Because what the deal is with that is we do have trash pickup. So the
Right.
days of just openly burning big piles, big slash piles are
Oh.
over, because it does affect our
I
air
see.
quality. But you can
Okay.
apply, like you can apply for bonfire permits.
Hmm.
So we have, like, high schools apply for a bonfire permit, and they'll
Oh.
have to make sure it's all set up right. They have to have all the firefighter, they have to have the distance requirements done, and they have to have
So
some
could we
firefighting.
get a license to burn a flag somewhere?
Permit.
A permit?
You could apply for a bonfire permit.
A bonfire permit.
Bonfire.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, don't-
not bomb.
No bonfires.
Oh, no.
We don't like those. Those are fairly unpredictable. But, yeah, you can apply for a bonfire permit, which is like a recreational fire permit.
Okay.
You can apply for it on this. You can state what you're burning. You can state the materials that you're burning. We need like a location. We need to know what firefighting, what extinguishment, what
Right.
extinguishing agents or tools that you have on site, you know,
Hmm.
and then we would then again advise you, like, okay, that material is not supposed to be burnt outside or anything like that. So you can just apply, and then if your proposal is acceptable to all the rules, then we're like, yes,
Now, where you're gonna do it has to be approved too, right?
correct,
It can't just be anywhere.
correct.
What do they recommend where? Those kind of fires?
Well, for the most part, like if you, like, let's say like if you have like the bonfires that like the high schools will do for like homecoming
Oh.
or whatever, they're like on a gravel lot on the site of the
Oh.
high school that's been used for this before, that is
Oh, I see.
well away from structures.
Okay.
We limit the size, we
Right.
limit, you know, we determine the distance away that nobody should be within here and there.
Okay.
We talk about, you know, how are you going to extinguish this? What time's it gonna happen?
Hmm.
Like, advise,
Yeah.
if it's windy, call it off,
Okay.
right? So we can help with that. Like, if you propose something, we don't just go, no,
Right.
bye. We'll be like, hey, I've got some questions for you.
Yeah.
And we'll call and talk to you
I
and
see.
discuss and see what things you can do. It's difficult to do things on public property.
Right.
It's difficult to do things on property that's not yours,
Oh, right, of course.
right? So
You have to have their
if
permission.
you were wanting to do it in front of City Hall, well, I don't know how well the mayor's gonna, obviously she doesn't weigh in on the fire code.
But we
stuff,
had the
but you
mask fire
can,
there.
what's that?
When we were burning the mask,
Yeah,
that was 4 years ago or so.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? We were burning, I was there, and we were
I think I
burning them.
remember hearing about it.
So how did they
Yeah.
get permission to do
I
that?
don't know if they did or not.
See,
They
it's
had a barrel.
confusing.
They were throwing the mask in the burn.
Yeah,
barrel.
it's
So
on.
like, I would seriously, I like I said, I don't
No,
wanna stifle you at all from doing what you feel like you'd want to do. I can advise you,
you're right,
and like, my advice to you would be, put together a proposal
right.
and apply for a permit, because this does not fall under the non-permitted type of burning.
A
And then we can,
permit to do it at the city hall?
well, again, you need to put that in your proposal,
I
and we
see.
can talk about whether or not that's
Okay,
allowed.
okay.
Right, because
Gotcha.
you were asking me about
Yeah.
what sites would this be allowed on?
Yeah, because how did they do that with the mask back
Maybe
then?
we could look into the place where you could do it in your backyard. I have no idea, but
Okay.
let's
Okay, we'll
start.
see.
Let's start with a permit
Right.
application, and go from there. And
Okay, that's-
I'll research as much as I can.
Okay,
I always try to shoot holes in my argument before I shoot holes in yours. So
Yeah.
I will go back and shoot holes in my argument and make sure that the right thing is allowed to happen
Okay.
or not allowed to happen. So
Okay.
yeah,
okay, thank you, sir,
yeah,
appreciate it.
you're very welcome.